Hi, it's Disney Girl back for another episode of my Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. So this video is going to be jam-packed full of stuff. First and foremost is going to be these spoilers for Ducky, Bunny, Forky, and also the Space Traders attraction. So make sure you guys follow through the entire video. And if you guys enjoy it, make sure to give it a big Mickey thumbs up. Now, one of the things too I also have to do today is max out a character. And also, you know what this does? Max out the entire collection. So Yoki is now level 10, and that's the last character from Big Hero 6 that I needed to max out. So huge accomplishment in the kingdom as always when you are able to do that. Now, what I always like to do, or try to do now that I've sort of noticed this, is after you max out a character, usually their 24-hour quest, if they have one, it doesn't go for every character, but certain characters will have a 24-hour quest with some really awesome animations. Now, definitely, Yoki is one of those characters. As we can see here, he's super hard to follow, actually, guys. He moves so quickly. Oh my gosh, if I was one of those kids in the park, I'd be scared, but none of them seem to mind his presence in the kingdom. But anyways, that was his super cool quest. And again, a whole bunch of the characters do have them. I try and show those when I can. There's a couple that I really want to show you guys. Like, there's one that Ariel does, and she's just standing there brushing her hair with a dingle hopper. And it's hard sometimes to get her in a good spot in the kingdom where you can actually see her doing this. I've got her to do that like a couple of times, but then she's like stayed behind an attraction where it's been like right on the side of it. So when you zoom in, you catch like the top of the actual attraction instead of Ariel. So I don't know, it's a bit annoying, but I'm trying to show that quest for you guys as well since my Ariel is maxed out. Actually, all of my Little Mermaid characters are. Now here is Oogie Boogie back in the kingdom, and he is now a level 8. Score 1 for the Boogeyman. Oh my gosh, his voice is always so brutal on my voice. It's crazy. I also have Sally to bring back into the kingdom. Now, I leveled up these two just because I thought that, I don't know, they wouldn't really interfere with any character token drops or anything that I was doing. Sally is now level 8. I feel as good as the day I was made. Yes, you are still falling apart though, especially when we give you the high five. I always feel really bad about giving her a high five. I feel like I'm gonna tear off her arm. But, yeah. Baloo! Okay, don't ask, because I don't want to talk about it. Boy, you go up against a tree in a boxing match. You don't expect the tree to win, do ya? No? Quest complete. Put him up. I gotta sit down for a little, kinda dizzy. I feel like he went at the tree and it like slingshotted back in his face or something like that. Knocked him out for a little while. Poor Baloo. He's not all there. Now here's Flower back in the kingdom, and he is now a level 8. Oh gosh. I'm still surprised that Flower is a boy. Even when you watch the Bambi movie, he sounds a bit like a girl. It's like nothing's wrong with that, but they never really make it clear on the sex of Flower very well. You really have to sort of look it up and stuff, and not a lot of people know that Flower is actually a boy. So, one of those things. Yeah. I remember now every time, but I used to always get confused. I was like, oh, he. No, she. No, wait, it's a he. But yeah, no, now I'm pretty good with it. Now, I did send Raja to level up, and now here he is back in the kingdom. And as you guys know, he was from Tower Challenge number 6, the featured character. And he is now a level 3. Yeah. Not very good at the animal noises. And it looks like we might actually be getting some here. Now, Raja, I know you're nervous, but you promised me you'd take a walk in the marketplace today. Why? Are you trying to get him to growl at everybody and scare everybody in my kingdom? Aladdin told me that the citizens of Agrabah think you're a little intimidating, and neither of us wants that. That was horrible. That's right. You're just a big, old, fuzzy softie. And there's no better way to show them that than by meeting them in person. Can we pet him? Send Raja to explore the streets of Agrabah. Now this is fine, except Shere Khan has been hanging around that attraction quite a bit lately. We've actually seen the two of them in my previous videos like cross paths around that area. Now that's because I've got like my Jungle Book attractions and then my Aladdin attractions like pretty close together. So that's sort of why that's happening, but I think Shere Khan might be spooking some of those kids for sure. So I don't know how it's gonna go with Raja. Now there seems to be a bit of a glitch here with Rex, as we can see. I was trying to send him out on a quest, and it looks like the ocean is kind of got him in the wave there. It's like he's surfing or something. Oh my gosh, is that Tiana just walked through? I just saw like her water shadow. If you guys didn't see that, go back just like a tiny bit. It was super weird. Oh my gosh. Like major glitch. There it is again. It is Tiana. I knew I recognized that hair. That is craziness. Oh my gosh. I love finding like little glitches like that. They don't bother me, but it's just like you can get some kind of funny stuff. Again, Rex riding the waves. Now Tiana's like water shadow. I've had, what was it? Rapunzel and Maximus go on like the 10-hour quest. I think it's 10 hours together, and basically like they tour the kingdom together. And normally Rapunzel sits on Maximus and kind of like bounces on him and waves and whatever, but there was a glitch with the kingdom and Rapunzel would stay put in the spot where you send them out on the quest, and she would just like bounce up and down on midair like waving, and Maximus would just like leave her there. He would just do the whole touring of the kingdom. So it was definitely one of the funnier glitches for sure, but that one, I don't know, almost tops it. All right, here's Raja and Jasmine back. Hello again, Raja. You look happier than the last time I saw you. I told you you'd make new friends, didn't I? Did one of them give you that ball of yarn you're playing with? It's bigger than anything I've ever... Oh, you just unraveled an entire carpet, didn't you? Well, let's apologize to the rug merchant together, all right? I'm sure you'll win her over in no time. Rug merchant? Quest complete. Can we pet him? Guys, who's the rug merchant? I need to think about this. Gaston! So, just to make absolutely sure we both remember, if anybody asks, I was playing darts with you last night. Instead of trying to jimmy open Belle's window at the castle, but knocking yourself out with the crowbar by accident. Ha! Why, you little... Yes, that is exactly the kind of thing that I wasn't doing. You got it. Whatever you say, Gaston. You can count on me to say it, too. Oh my gosh. Quest complete. No one alibis like LeFou. You gotta admit though, what you weren't doing was kind of funny. Yeah. What you weren't doing, yeah, sure. Yeah, he's not the best person for an alibi. Timon, well, that was an unmitigated disaster. You ever want to borrow a hippo's premier nap spot? Saying you're an official aide to the king does not help. No, I can imagine it doesn't. Hippos. No respect for the burdens of public service. Quest complete. Catnap. No respect for personal space either. I almost got squashed. Maybe they didn't even see you, Timon. It is possible. You are one of the littler people in my kingdom for sure. More dialogue. Hua and Moana. Oink, oink, oink. Oh, I love you too, little guy. Ever since I first saw you, you were the runt of the litter back then. I meant it as a compliment. Twice as small means twice as cute, you know? Quest complete, all the way home. Oink, oink, oink. Oh my gosh, this little piggy went to market. Oh my goodness, it's so adorable. All right, so that striking gold leaderboard event, guys, that we were trying to stay in the top 50, so we get the 3 fabric. Pretty big in terms of progress for Bo Peep's costume here. So this is the progress part. So I'm in the top 40 at the moment, but people have been gemming like crazy, and I haven't used any gems, but like, yeah, intense. Swirly Pops made it to the top, so that's mommy. And yeah, she got 306 trophies. I wasn't able to get that many because I was sleeping and stuff. But I came 40th on the leaderboard, which is great, with a score of 242. So I got those 3 fabrics from that, plus any from sort of just the rewards of completing you know, the amount of fabrics obviously that we had to get for it. So we got a couple of fabrics that way for the points, and then obviously the trophies themselves with the whole competition. I was definitely on a tough leaderboard. Anytime I'm with my mom on a leaderboard, trust me, Disney mom is like, she's always got the super hard leaderboard. So I knew I was in for a really tough competition there. Too many bread and butterflies are hovering in the kingdom. So this is the next leaderboard event. Literally, you finish the striking gold and you go right into this one. Yeah, you know what? Could use some sleep. So usually with these tapper leaderboard events, guys, just so you know, this actually does mean you can, if you get stuck on like a tough leaderboard and you're really gunning for Bo Peep's costume, it's usually every 4 hours, and it's usually like 8 to 10 that you have to collect. It's usually not any more than that, and they're randomly around the kingdom. These should be a little bit easier to find, obviously, than like things like the clouds and stuff, which we have seen in the past. But yeah, anyway, so I'm at 24 of 30 at the moment. I've got all the ears hats, all the other fabric that was in Merlin's shop for elixirs, and then obviously the 50,000 magic, and then it's just going to be 60 minutes. But we can't sort of gem our way through getting these fabrics, unfortunately, unless you're doing it on the leaderboard itself. So you can't, like, you know, bring it in right now, for example. It's not letting us do that. Now, it appears to be that these leaderboards are going to be the only way that we are going to be able to get this Blue Scout fabric. That isn't going to be ideal. Now, it is permanent content, though, so it's not going anywhere, guys. You don't have to worry about it. It is there to stay, but it will probably require us to just be, like, on the leaderboard and stuff like that, right? So whenever they have leaderboards for this, I'm assuming once you have all the fabrics and you've brought in the costume and everything, you'll probably just get gems in the leaderboard that will show up, so that'll be fine. But realistically, like, for those people that don't have it, the leaderboards will still happen as well, but you'll see the fabrics there instead, probably, of those gems. So just something to keep in mind, guys. If you like haven't got all the fabric from these leaderboards, then don't stress about it. It will be back. It's just a matter really of when. Now, they're the bread and butterflies. They're absolutely adorable. They tend to like hover in a certain area, so I guess if it's stuck behind an attraction, it could take a while to come out. So when you're looking, just be patient with them. They tend to go back and forth, like, in the same area for a while. So, like, just, again, they usually tend to chill in the same area, but there's usually 1 or 2 that's kind of randomly in some other area. When that happens, guys, just go through your kingdom very, very slowly. Angle it, so, like, check, you know, certain spots to make sure that you can, like, see them chill in that area. Again, like, maybe even a minute if you have time, or 30 seconds, just to wait until it comes back out. Because, again, sometimes, like, you'll check an area and you're like, it's not there. Like, they haven't put it out. They have. It's just, again, it's stuck in behind something. It's not, like, glitched, but they just have a very small movement pattern. So, again, it can take some time, especially with those, like, taller, bigger attractions. If they're, you know, kind of randomly in the middle of your kingdom, they will be quite difficult. So, for example, like the Tower of Terror, or even like the internet, those are pretty tall attractions and stuff, and again, like they will block off like quite a large section of your kingdom. So it is kind of important to make sure that if those bigger attractions are there, that you try and put them like right at the back wall. So they're blocking like just land on your kingdom, but like not land that you can decorate, just like decoration land. So just something to keep in mind. So it is going to be 10 if you guys check it out here. It's only registering I have 2, but sometimes you just have to go in and out for it to register them all. So there we go. So I still need to find 2 more in the kingdom. Now, if we rank in the top 150, we will be able to get some fabrics and stuff like that. So that is a bit of a bonus there. Now, basically, just from this, guys, I'm doing the math here. Let's see. I think that will leave us. So we got 3 from getting 80 of these butterflies, and then 2 from placing in the top 150. So that will, if I manage to get all of those, that would technically leave us with 29 of 30, which would mean that we would just need 1 actual fabric. And I've gotten all of them like so far, like from the leaderboard, so I haven't missed any. So I'm wondering how we're gonna get that very last one. That's kind of weird. Like, it would, if they left 2, I'd be like, oh, okay, they're gonna leave a leaderboard, whatever, but I don't know what's going on. I guess that means what they'll probably, hopefully do, since this one ends before Friday, they should put out another leaderboard that ends on Friday. So I guess what that would mean, I'm just trying to think here. I guess what it would mean technically is that we'd probably get that 1 fabric in terms of the progress. And then if you rank again in the top like 50 or 100 or whatever it is that they make it, you'll get gems if you're just missing the 1 fabric. Or it could mean that if you're missing more than that, that's when you'll start to see those other fabrics right away as a reward. So we'll just have to wait and see what they actually decide to do for that. So that is definitely going to take a little bit of research and time, I guess. We'll have to wait and see what happens after this one. So make sure you guys check your kingdom every 4 hours to get all those bread and butterflies. All right, on to spoilers. Woo! Forky, 500 gems, guys. Yes, I know, absolutely brutal. Now the problem with 500 gems is we literally just dropped, well, if you guys use gems on the Slinky Dog Dash attraction lately, that was 300 gems. Yeah, that was a lot. So I basically used a good chunk of mine, and so yeah, I didn't buy the bundle. There was a bundle though where we got like the hot dog concession stand, but you like can get that in like, I think it's platinum chests or whatever, or you used to be able to. I'd have to like recheck to make sure it's still there since then. But anyways, you could get that bundle for $13.99 instead of using your gems. Now, if you guys just use gems in the game and not real money, then obviously it'll just take you a little while to save up those gems for the attraction. Now, this attraction has been great for the gold trophies and stuff like that. It's just a bonus way, obviously, to get those trophies to help you guys progress and stuff like that. Now, this won't help us with the bread and butter thing. So if you guys have been like, you know, waited this long to actually, you know, purchase the Slinky Dog, I would say, well, you might want to hold off and keep going to save for Forky. I would say don't invest in it at the moment now that it's not going on. But if there's a striking gold after the bread and butter, then again, it will probably be worth bringing that into your kingdom to help you out, especially if you are like really, really close and you really, really want Bo Peep's costume and stuff, which is obviously part of the Toy Story 4 movie, which is coming out on Friday, which is going to be really awesome. We really will need probably that attraction for a couple of things. One of those things is actually going to be for the Toy Story new characters that are going to be released on Friday along with Forky. So again, Forky is the 500 gems. So we'll see what happens with him in terms of a bundle or anything like that. There should be a bundle that you guys will be able to purchase with real money. That should still be the same. Now, you will be able to purchase him if you guys, again, don't want to use your money on it for the 500 gems. So save up, keep going. Like, I understand it's really hard to save up that amount of gems. I really, really do. But if you want him, that is going to be the requirements for now. So that's the way it is. So 500 gems on Friday, we will be able to purchase him with that or the bundle. So let's talk about the bundle. The bundle could have probably like, I'd say 2 or 3 different options here. Now, one of them seems a little bit less likely, but again, we'll still sort of go through all of it. So the first thing actually would be the bundle with a concession stand. Now, this is the less likely for it to actually happen. If you look at permanent content, characters that have come in bundles and stuff like that, usually they do not come with concession stands, but it is possible that it could, because we did see that obviously with the Slinky Dog Dash attraction, so they might be sort of, you know, starting to incorporate that as like a new thing that's happening with the kingdom, because again, in the past, usually you don't get bundles for attractions with concession stands or just bundles at all. It's usually, well, it's for gems or you're on your own. So when we saw these spoilers here, which I have up on the screen, we saw the Slinky Dog Dash had the 300 gems. So I was like, all right, that is what it's going to be. It's going to be the premium attraction. It's going to be found like in our building section or featured section, and it's just going to be there, and we can purchase it whenever we want. You can purchase it whenever you want, except now again that bundle is available for you guys to purchase with real money as well. So that was a little bit interesting and getting that concession stand with it. It's the first time I've ever noticed that happen in the game before. So again, Forky could work a very similar way. Could come with the concession stand. Again, I doubt it, but you know, it is a possibility. The other possibility, and this is more likely, is Forky will be like $13.99, and then he will come with some gems. Now, he shouldn't be any more than $13.99 if he comes with gems, because that is sort of the standard amount for all of the characters that you bring into your kingdom that are for, again, like for the bundle and stuff. They come with gems. They're usually not any more than that. So for example, like Rex and Jack Sparrow and Boo, they're all like $13.99. That's how they go. Now, there are a few exceptions, obviously. We'll talk about, okay, I'll just list 2 of them off the top of my head. One would be Flash from Zootopia. He came with the Zootopia racetrack, and that was like $29.99 in my country, guys. So again, those prices will vary, so keep that in mind. But my country, he was $20.99 to be able to get the, again, him plus the attraction. Now, if you got the attraction in a platinum chest beforehand, then obviously that bundle was just not available to you. It didn't change or anything like that. It's just that bundle wasn't available. But again, I needed that. But Captain Hook was the other one here. And I remember he came with the Jolly Roger. And again, he was the same price as Flash, $20.99. Now, if you did bring in, obviously, Captain Hook with gems and stuff like that, then you were able, or are able, to purchase, obviously, the Jolly Roger, but that was for elixirs in Merlin's shop. So I was kind of against that. I was like, no, I need my elixirs, super brutal. And now with this whole happiness change, we need those elixirs more than ever. And now with Bo Peep's costume, one of the fabrics was for elixirs and stuff like that. It was like, yeah, guys, you know what? Toy Alien, if you guys don't have them in your kingdom yet, it's like there are a lot of things for elixirs, and right now there's not a lot of ways to get elixirs except from like decorations and stuff, and from our chests they don't typically drop that many decorations these days unless you're, you know, looking into investing some real money in like legendary chests with like concession stands and stuff like that. You'll obviously be able to trade those in for elixirs and all that. So it does cost magic though, so keep that in mind. Something that, you know, with that 10% decrease, we're definitely feeling the burn on that one for sure. All right, so I think we've talked about Forky in terms of like the 2 possible bundles, one being more, one being a little less. So this is the bundle that I actually think is going to be available. It's going to be Forky plus the Star Adventurer attraction. Now, this is one of the attractions that we actually haven't seen anything about yet. We saw it in the Facebook live stream. We know it is going to be an attraction that's in the kingdom. A lot of people have guessed it's going to be like a leaderboard event thing, but I think now with the whole fabric for the Toy Story 4 Bo Peep's costume, I really just don't think we're gonna have leaderboards for that attraction. I think that would be absolutely ridiculous. And 2, they just had one for the Animations Academy, and so again, I really don't think they're going to be putting that into a leaderboard event. Honestly, I'm not willing to lose sleep for that. I guess just not worth it in my mind, but I think it's going to be with Forky the attraction. So the Star Adventure attraction and Forky, I'm thinking that is probably going to be $20.99. That seems to make sense because if you do want to buy a bundle of gems for real money, you're looking at about $27.99. So if you do that, it will be quite the savings you'll actually be able to save. Is if you purchase that bundle for $20.99, you'll get Forky and the attraction, so you'll have, like, again, huge savings on that. So I really do hope that that's, again, the price of the bundle and you get those two things together. I think that would be really awesome and I would be totally for it, and I will definitely then hopefully be buying Forky. I'll need to try and get some iTunes cards before then, and if you guys obviously want to help me out with that, you will be able to use Super Chat during my live stream on Friday. But that's on Friday, so we'll worry about that then. Now, though, we are going to talk about a couple of the other things that we know are going to be coming on Friday. All right, so the first thing, and a lot of us have already unlocked Ducky, a new character. So we've unlocked him in our kingdom, but he is not released to us just yet. So we've been waiting for the release of Ducky, and again, it is happening along with Bunny on Friday and Forky and all that, so that's fantastic. But Bunny we haven't been able to unlock yet, so we're gonna have to wait until we bring in Ducky. Now, Ducky, here you guys can see on the screen, these are the spoilers for Ducky, and I have already showed these, but the thing is we can tell it's not in English, so unless you guys can read, I believe this is Chinese, then, well, you have really not a whole lot of idea what is going on there. I mean, we can tell the quest hours and stuff, which is very helpful, and obviously the amount of magic we could, like, that's legible and stuff like that, but we don't know these quests, and so, you know, there are a couple characters that do the same, like, these quests, and they'll have more than one for 6 hours. So, you know, for example, Toy Alien, like, I can't even think. He has a 6-hour quest, I know, but I can't think of what the name is for that at the moment. But I do have actually the names of the quests in English. So this is really good. Also, too, I'll be showing you the spoilers for Bunny as well in just a moment. But, okay, the images for these aren't that good, so I do apologize for that. They're still legible, so you guys can see it, but it's not maybe as, like, nice and clear as the ones that I have on the screen. But a special thank you to Gabriel and Xavier for both of these, well, I guess the several images you guys have sent me. I do really appreciate it, so I can share it with the community. So let's talk about Ducky. Ducky, as we know, is going to be 300,000 magic. That is a lot. Definitely, again, with that magic change, we're going to be feeling the burn on it. Now, the character tokens, we need 60 of the Pixar balls, which you guys are like, can see is the Toy Story ball. Those are going to be super easy to get, not even worried about that. Then the two important character tokens here. One is called the Comet Target, and we need 20 of those. And I will go through the names of those quests with you guys. So Ham goes out on a quest, and it is called Space Pig for 4 hours, okay? So remember that, Space Pig. So make sure you send Ham on that quest before Ducky is officially released, so you can get the first set of drops right away for him to get him into your kingdom. So Toy Alien is the next character, and remember I said that 6-hour quest, I was like, what is that called? It's called the Claw. So the one thing, though, with this that I want to mention about Toy Alien, if you guys have him in your kingdom, this will actually interfere with Wendy's Ball of Yarn token drop. So make sure you guys are aware of that if you're leveling up Wendy Darling and stuff like that and you want Ducky in, like, right away. Make sure that she just is ready to level up, but you don't actually level her up. Because if you do, then, again, you're going to have that character token conflict, so you might just want to, you know, put her leveling up on hold, at least until you welcome Ducky. Next is going to be Rapunzel. So Rapunzel goes out on a 6-hour quest, and it is called Meet Adoring Fans. Next is Jessie, and her quest name is Visit Buzz's Space, and that is 12 hours. Then the Slinky Dog attraction, so the new one that we got that we know is worth all of those gems. Yeah, or it was in the bundle, so you guys may already have it. It drops every 4 hours, so that is going to be where we find the Comet token for Ducky. Then the Sultan, so hopefully you guys managed to purchase him during the last Tower Challenge because he was available. He's a premium character for the Aladdin collection. He goes out on a quest called Ride Remarkable Devices for 6 hours, okay? So again, make sure that you have him in your kingdom. Hopefully you guys do. And if you do, make sure you send him off like the night before on that 6-hour quest. That way, again, he can do that first round of drops for you. Now there is a quest, and we won't be able to use this one, unfortunately. It's with Ducky and Bunny, and it is called Imitation Games. That quest is 4 hours, but again, you need both of those characters in the kingdom in order for both of them to do the quest together to get the character token drop. So there are actually 4 requirements for this. I'm assuming one of them is going to be to welcome Bunny. The other one, I'm guessing, is going to be to like level up Ducky and Bunny to a certain level. You might need to have an attraction. We're gonna sort of have to wait and see, but 4 requirements, that's actually quite a bit. So basically just scratch that one off, but just know that it is there, you know, obviously to level them up a little bit later. The next character token that we are going to be dealing with, and again, we need 20 of these as well, is Ducky's Ears Hat. So the characters that can go out for this is Will Turner, obviously from Pirates of the Caribbean, and his quest is called Testing the Blade, and that is a 6-hour quest. So a lot of us already have him in the kingdom for sure, and he's probably maxed out, especially if you've been playing the game for like 6 months or a year for sure. Woody and Buzz go out on a quest together, and it is called Friendly Space Trip for 8 hours. Then there is actually a quest with Forky that obviously we won't be able to send him out like right away because we'll have to wait until we can actually purchase Forky. It is a 4-hour quest, and the quest name is called What Am I? So I don't know what the requirements are going to be for that. Maybe it'll just be welcoming him into the kingdom for him to be able to do it. Not sure. They don't have any spoilers on that. It could be he has to be a level 2 or something to be able to do it, but we should be able to use him fairly early on if you guys bring him in right away. Next is going to be Bo Peep. So this is actually not the best, this one. She goes out on a quest called Lost Toy Lookout. You guys might be like, if you're really familiar with her quests and stuff, you'll be like, what on earth is that? That is a quest that you can only do when she's in her Toy Story 4 costume. So that leads to us making sure that we actually have that in order to be able to do this quest. So probably not going to be helpful on the first day that Ducky is released to us. Now that quest is 6 hours long, so that is a little bit longer of a quest, but I am looking forward to a lot of the animations with that one. It sounds like it could be kind of fun. Next is the Star Adventure attraction. So again, we don't have this one either yet in the kingdom, unfortunately. Hopefully that is the one we'll be able to purchase with Forky. That's my hope. And that drops magic and character tokens every 6 hours. So 2 hours longer than the Slinky Dog Dash attraction. And the last character that is going to be able to collect for Ducky's Ears Hats is Sarge. And he goes out on a quest for 8 hours. And it is called Check Space Traders. So obviously we'll need space traders put into our kingdom. Now the one thing with this though is that Sarge needs to be a level 10. So make sure you guys level up Sarge this week. If he is not at a 10, get him really going for this, because probably a lot of you guys have space traders, and if you do, then naturally you'll want that put into your kingdom, not in storage, or you know, build it and make sure that it's out in your kingdom, and make sure that Sarge is a level 10. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Ducky. Now again, the quest names and stuff like that aren't super duper important, but I feel like they are, so that we can see them right away and we'll be like, oh yeah, Ham goes for Space Pig, you know, quest. We'll get him out. I see that it's 4 hours, and we saw that 4 hours, you know, on the spoilers. So like, let's go ahead and do it. So I feel like knowing those quest names will make this a little bit easier when you send them out, obviously, the night before. So hopefully you guys found that helpful. Obviously, if you did, you can let me know in the comment section below. Now, Bunny, unfortunately for Bunny, we have obviously the spoilers for Bunny. But the thing is we do not have the quest names in English, or at least I don't yet. If you guys happen to have those at some point, you can always pass them along, and I will definitely share them with you guys for sure. So hopefully, again, you found that helpful. So now we're gonna go back to some of the gameplay here, and in my calendar reward, I went today with some happiness, and it looks like my streak reward is available now. So basically, if you log in X amount of days, you get, you know, extra rewards. And so I got a platinum chest, actually, which is fantastic. So let's find out what I got inside here. Please, Splash Mountain! I really, 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 really want it. Ah, the Antler Crown Topiary. Okay, so I guess it's good for elixirs, which is actually next week's reward. So 250 elixirs we have to look forward to next week. So yeah. Now, Slinky Dog Dash Bundle is available, so I already talked about that. It's already in my kingdom, so I'm not sure why this is popping up. But it is available, guys, for a limited time, apparently, in the bundles area. So I don't know why that's limited time. I feel like that should be just, like, permanently there. You know? Like, people should be able to buy it for real money whenever they want. But I guess it's a limited time, so get on this quickly if you do want to purchase that bundle. Just something to keep in mind, obviously, for you guys. Okay, so I want to show you guys a couple of animations, all right? Now, this happens to be a really, really good spot for animations right here in the kingdom. Now, we can see Scar here from the Lion King. He is doing a 60-minute quest right now, and it is called, like, playing with his food. Obviously, he can't seem to eat the mouse. You guys probably remember that happening during The Lion King fairly early on in the film. That was actually kind of cool. I love that quest, and it is such a good spot, for sure. Now, I have Shank from Wreck-It Ralph coming back into the kingdom here. Can you guess what level she is now, guys? Ooh, ooh. Super cool welcome screen. Just like slides in there. She's so cool. She's now at level 10. As someone who really looks forward to getting new animations, yeah, I'm liking this. Yeah, she does have some pretty awesome animations for sure. Oh, her and Scar are chilling. Okay, I was like, is she gonna step on the mouse? Oh, Nick Wilde might. Oh my goodness. How is Nick Wilde not running? He's from Zootopia, guys, if you didn't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that even though technically foxes are predators, I'm pretty sure that a lion would still eat a fox. So I don't know why he's acting so cool. And I don't know if he's, like, undercover there or, like, what his deal is. But I'd be pretty nervous that Scar's just chilling there, you know, playing with his food. Yeah. He just seems way too chill. And he's, like, just keeps walking around him. What are you doing? Oh, he's going back. He's like, man, predator to another predator, don't eat the mouse. Don't do it. Let's see what he does now. Oh my gosh, he's going back. He's just taunting Scar. What is his deal? He's literally taunting him. Like, how is Scar missing this right now? Alright, well, maybe it looks like he's going the other direction now. Okay, he's moving on. He didn't get the reaction he wanted from Scar. Oh, animations. Gotta love it, guys. You know what I just noticed? The leaderboard event is called Your Toast. Yeah. Bread and butterflies is more what I was expecting, not Your Toast, but it's still cute. Here is Tiana coming back in the kingdom, and she is now a level 8. Every little bit of hard work counts. Indeed it does. Like all the hard work for my video. The Nightmare Before Christmas is exclusively in Legendary Chests. So guys, if you do not have Nightmare Before Christmas characters, now is the time to jump on it. Now, I have everything, all the attractions, all the concessions, all the characters, everything I have. Now, these are the concessions that are still available for me to get multiple of. Obviously, those would be useful for elixirs if I wanted to trade them in. And yeah, I've got everything from this, so that's pretty awesome. I remember, though, I think I spent like, and this wasn't on Legendary, it was on Magical during the Tower Challenge, but I worked so hard to get Oogie Boogie. I think I spent like over $100 just trying to get him. I literally like got everything else from those magical chests, and I just said, I just want Oogie Boogie. I'll open chests until I get Oogie Boogie. And of course, I got everything except Oogie Boogie, which was literally, it was so funny. Oh my gosh. But again, I spent way too much money on that. So glad, though, that I have him in my kingdom now, though, because he has some really funny quests for sure. I saw him out on one with Zero the other day, and it was pretty cute in some ways, but in others I felt super bad for Zero. I know Zero is already like dead, he's a ghost, it's fine. But basically Zero like walks behind Oogie Boogie like as if he's like spying on him. And then when Oogie like catches him, he turns around and makes some like horrifying face. And if you watch Zero's face, it just kind of distorts like he's spooked out. But just how it happens is actually really funny. So again, I felt bad for Zero, but at the same time it was kind of funny to see his face like all distorted and everything. And it wasn't a glitch, it's actually just like the quest and what happens. So just something really cool, guys, that if you can find that quest, definitely check it out. Now, alright, you guys are gonna laugh at this, but I've been sending some of my characters home. Yeah. So this leads me to a huge question, okay? I am about to bring in Peter Pan. I am only missing, I think, like 2 of his pan flutes or something right now. Do you guys think that I should be emptying my kingdom after I get Peter Pan? Or should I wait until I unlock that brand new land slot that we're going to be getting for Peter Pan, which should be relatively soon, like after? Should I clear my whole kingdom though and start like reorganizing a little bit? I like certain sections of my kingdom, I really do, but I feel now I'm just like unhappy with a lot more of my kingdom's setup than I am happy. It's not like disorganized really or anything, but there are some things I think that can probably go away now in the kingdom. I don't want to put anything away, but I don't really have a choice because there's not enough land in this kingdom, unfortunately. So super crummy. Update 30 should have had some land for us, but it didn't. So I'm trying to just manage my kingdom as best that I can. So do you guys think I should empty my kingdom and yeah, just clear it all out and do another speed build? Again, this is something that's going to take me, last time it took me 3 days to find a setup that I really liked and stuff, but I mean, like, I set it up and then screenshotted, like, all my sections, and then I started recording and, you know, put everything together. So it was definitely, for me doing that, it takes a lot longer than maybe for you guys, but I know still, like, you need to spend several hours doing this. So I'm throwing it out there. I know I was asked a little while ago to do that sort of thing. But instead, like, I would just rearrange some sections. But I really want that Peter Pan land. But now, again, I'm just sort of feeling like, you know what? I think it would be probably a pretty good time before the next limited time event or Tower Challenge or whatever comes out to just sort of put things away. Especially now, too, like, my Big Hero 6 collection is all maxed out and stuff like that, so that makes Lilo and Stitch, that makes Big Hero 6 and The Little Mermaid, just to name a few. They're like collections that are maxed out now, so I technically don't really need all the attractions out in the kingdom like I do for something like a collection like Moana or Princess and the Frog or Lion King. Like, there's those attractions I need to have out in my kingdom right now, but there are other ones I can put away. So yeah, I would love you guys' feedback on that for sure, especially because we've got the whole Toy Story thing coming, and, you know, I'm fine to have those Toy Story, like, finish a Toy Story section and have that sort of done, but, I mean, other than that, I can pretty much just clear up my kingdom. It's kind of unnecessary to have it full at the moment. Especially since there's no like striking gold or anything like that. I don't need anything in my kingdom. It's just butterflies, and it would probably make them a lot easier to see, to be honest, if I did that. So yeah, I'm a little scared to do it, to be honest, because I know it's so much work for me. But I think it's time. So just waiting on you guys to give me the go. Now again, we can see Peter Pan is 2 away, so I could wait until Peter Pan is in the kingdom and I do the couple of quests that I need to do for him, and then empty it up, or empty it out, I guess, when I've got that new land slot, and then fill it up after that. So yeah, big decisions, guys. Your decision, whatever you tell me in the comment section below, is going to impact what I do. So again, it doesn't really affect you, but it super affects me, and I have some really good ideas, but yeah, I'm really excited to share them with you guys. All right, so that is everything for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big Mickey thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell for post notifications. And of course, wait till the very end because I do obviously leave some video links for videos that are important to right now in the kingdom. And as well, I have a link to my other channel, Potter Girl, which I am posting a lot of Harry Potter games and things like that. And I've done like trivia nights and things like that. So doing a huge Harry Potter expansion. I'm going to be posting way more. I've got like a huge schedule and plan now that I didn't before. So there's going to be a lot more stuff on there to come. So if you guys want to help support me, definitely head over there and subscribe. If you guys are already a subscriber, again, thank you so much for your continuous support on YouTube. So thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you for the next Disney's Magic Kingdoms game video. Bye!